I want to start. Yeah, I'd say the ground rules, you do your roll call and after roll. Okay. Welcome to this, welcome to the January 8th, 2025 meeting of CB11's License and Permits Committee. My name is Anne Marie Vasquez and I'm the chair of the committee. The meeting is called to order at 6:34, thank you. Tonight, we are joined by Marlene here, the staff liaison to our committee. In order to conduct an efficient meeting, let's observe a few ground rules. Number one, no one may speak until granted the floor. Two, CB11 members, if you have a question about board business or wish to make a motion, please raise your hand and wait to be recognized. To raise your hand through Zoom, click the participants icon and you will find the raise hand function there. Members should not engage in a back and forth discussion. The chair will recognize the next person to speak. Please keep your questions and comments brief and on topic to discussion. 3, members of the public, if you have a question or comment about the subjects on the agenda, please raise your hand and wait to be recognized. We'll now take roll call by attendance, for attendance.
Aden Rehab.
Present.
Carlos Diaz.
Present.
Judith Rivera.
I'm here.
Wanda Hopkins.
Present.
Eugene Rodriguez is absent. Nye Whitaker.
It's California.
Present.
Anne Marie Vasquez.
Present.
And Justina Williams.
Do we have quorum?
Yes, you have a form.
Okay, great, thank you. Adoption of the agenda. The agenda for tonight's meeting was distributed ahead of time by the board office and was posted online. If there is no objection, we will adopt the agenda as stated. Committee members, if you object to adopting the agenda, you may raise your hand to be recognized. Seeing no objection. Online, okay. Seeing no objections, the agenda for tonight's meeting is adopted. Adoption of the minutes. The minutes from our last meeting were distributed to committee members ahead of time by the board office. If there's no objection. I'm sorry.
It's California.
Can you sign on?
Yeah,
Put it on, silent, thank you.
I know.
Was I?
California,
Time
she's like.
By the board office. If there's no objection, we will adopt the minutes from that meeting. Committee members, if you object to adopting the minutes, you may raise your hand to be recognized. By seeing no objections, the minutes from the last meeting are adopted. The minutes for tonight's meetings are being taken by Marlene here, our liaison. Any announcements? Any informational updates? Okay, we're going out into our liquor licenses. First one is DMC Park LLC DBA Dear Mama. Are they here? Okay,
Oh.
great.
Your damn mama.
Being here. It's a new application for a full liquor license for a restaurant located at 1325 Fifth Avenue, New York, 10029, 111th Street, and this is the old Maxwell, correct?
Right.
Okay. Okay, so all documents were provided for this license. Committee members? Any questions?
Can you tell us a little about your company, now that you're new owner there?
Sure thing. We actually were previously in East Harlem on 109th Street and Second Avenue, previously licensed for restaurant wine from 2016. Unfortunately, we closed due to COVID in January 2022. I've been patiently waiting to return back to East Harlem. We're an all-day cafe, and then this concept will actually be staying open in the evenings as a restaurant as well.
Any questions? Committee member online?
So what are your hours? I don't. you have a-
We've submitted
Yeah.
for 7 to 1 AM,
7 a.m.
7 nights a week.
Any questions?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Yeah.
I'll second it, thank you.
Okay. Right, you want to start?
Name.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Is that a hand up? I can't see. You
It was a question and opposing.
have a question?
What you say?
I have a question. Okay. Okay, now,
Right, it was just a quick question as to whether or not they're gonna have, planning to have outdoor seating the same way that Maxwell had previously, and also, Chocolat and the other restaurants that have been there.
Check sidewalk cafe.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Are you gonna have outdoor?
Outdoor
seating?
seating?
if I recall correctly, Maxwell's had some kind of picnic tables. We don't necessarily we're not necessarily
did
planning
check
to do
it.
that, we might want to have some benches out there. And especially with all the new regulations surrounding outdoor seating and roadway seating, we're gonna, embark on that journey come spring or summer, but probably not in the way that Maxwell's had it. It's not our game plan at the moment.
Thank you.
so,
Thank you.
okay, so we're ready for,
Yeah,
did
I mean,
second
we already
first?
voted, basically.
Okay.
I think we did all in favor, so I think you gotta do, yeah, any of the.
Voting, present, not voting,
I'm sorry.
abstention,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just.
good, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You can go, yeah.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Hope to see you guys soon. In a few months, we'll be there.
Yes.
Out in that freezing weather. Huh.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, it's just my girl.
Okay. Judith, would you like to go outside and,
No, she just gave me an update.
okay.
And
Are you gonna give it to all of us?
Continue, 'cause
no, she packed everything, her papers and everything
Okay.
to
Alright.
evacuate.
we're gonna go to the second one now.
Couch.
Inez LLC, DBA Azalea. It's a new application for wine, beer, and older license for a restaurant located at 409 East, 116th Street, New York, 10029 First Avenue. Are they here?
Around, yeah, maybe they're running.
Well, they put all the documents in.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
have a
but they
question,
still-
do they have a temporary license already? Cause they do, so they're already selling, so this is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're applying, but this is, do you remember,
Yeah, because we had a.
The
they've been here
grocery
before,
store.
Yeah,
right, so this is the grocery store, so they've been back a few times.
Okay.
The last time they had to go on the full board, agenda, they didn't appear at the full board, because the rep and the applicant had a conflict.
right,
So it was automatic denial because your procedures say new applications have to come forward to be vetted by you all.
So what,
So they've come back,
what'd you
But
put
they
there,
have a-
re-notification?
they had to be notified.
Right.
but they're operating with a temporary license right now, or-
Right now, they're not to my knowledge that they're operating with temporary. But I don't see them online, so maybe you wanna table them and come back and maybe they'll come, maybe after you finish with the Staples.
You said that.
I don't know, I heard that, I just wanna ask, I thought maybe they have a temporary license, if they
No,
are
this is a
selling.
question.
But I do have questions also about the live music.
Well, yeah, so we're not gonna,
Yeah.
we're not taking a position,
All right, so
Yeah.
let's just
And Marie-
invite them to come back next month.
No, you can.
we could table and see if they come,
They will
Yeah,
come back
yeah,
today.
give them a chance
They
to
may
come
come
back,
in
yeah.
another.
maybe they'll
Yeah.
come in, yeah.
Okay.
Wait till the end.
We'll take
Yeah.
it with it.
It's up to you, don't let me run you.
No, that's.
No, we'll wait. Okay.
So it was-
All right, so let's go to the next one. DNA Diner Corp., DBA Monte Carlo Diner. It's a renewal application for wine, beer, and cider license number
Right.
1346931 for a restaurant located at 2162 Second Avenue, New York, 10029 on 111th Street. And, no, they're missing. The only thing they're missing is the public hearing notice.
Oh, you mean the one that they should have put up? Yeah, oh, well, that's important.
Yeah, that's like the most important.
Yeah, that's like the most
Okay,
important thing.
so what do
We'll
you,
make a motion to deny, so they bring that to the full board at the next board meeting,
okay.
full board meeting.
Wait,
Second.
I don't see
Is
it.
anyone here from them? No, right? We could have, just to go off yours, we could try to give them till the full board and vote on it full board, because they have to put up 7 days, right? Our full board meeting's not till the 28th,
Right.
so if they have it in, it's the 21st this month? When's full
Well,
board this month?
I hope not, because
It could be, somebody said the 28th. I mean, they still have, if like we got it, if the office got in touch with them.
I got over 7
Yeah.
days to put it
Yeah.
up. so
yeah, I don't see
If they
it
do it
here.
by then,
Yeah,
I don't see it here.
so instead of having them come back next month, we could have, Marlene could, or the office could reach out to them, tell them they could put it up, say tomorrow. And then they could have it, it could even be done in executive then, 7 days.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's just a straightforward
delay.
renewal, yeah, so.
All right, so you want
We could give them that, we could deny, well, we don't have to take it, right? We don't even have to take a position. We could just punt that to executive or the full board.
All right, so let's, then move this one to the full board.
And then if they don't come then, we can just deny it, you know what I mean? So we still take.
Or either executive,
Yeah,
yeah.
you still have, the rep for number 2 just came on, so, but you still have to vote to table this thing and put.
Yeah, we can vote to table it. So I'll make a motion to table this,
Okay,
let's just say to executive for now.
executive.
Right, and then maybe if they post it tomorrow, they can come to executive.
And who's seconding the motion? I'll second it. I'll second the motion to table to executive. And deny if not, if they don't show up.
Yeah.
Actually, if they don't.
Well,
public hearing.
Can someone possibly like call them tomorrow and tell them they have to put up their sign? If they can put it up,
Oh, they've gotten, phone calls and emails.
oh,
Oh,
really?
it'll be done,
Did
again,
you
no
just
problem.
mention that the rep is on?
No, for the next, for the one we just did.
For the number 2.
Okay, all right, so we moving forward.
So hold on, I wanna be clear what you guys are doing,
Okay.
table to executive,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right,
And if they don't show up to executive, what's the plan?
we'll just deny them at
Yeah.
executive.
Okay.
Yeah.
tonight.
We don't have to give them that many opportunities.
And deny, not.
Yeah.
Got it, okay. Next, rail, bar and
Wait.
grill.
You can go back to 2 if you want.
But number 3, so you made the motion, you seconded, did you call for any
I'm sorry.
polls, did you do the
Yes,
academic?
I did not. Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Mm.
Present not voting? And abstention? Motion carries. Okay, so should I go back to set 2 or,
You could do
Yeah.
4 and get them out of the way.
Yeah.
You can go back to 2,
Alright.
yeah.
4, Radios Bar and Grill,
They're on.
CBA, Radios Bar and
Good
Grill?
evening.
Good evening.
I'm here on the phone.
Okay, let me just finish
Can you-
reading. Can you hear me?
I don't know.
Let me just finish reading the statement here.
Okay,
Where was I? Application for a full liquor license number 1028614 for a restaurant located at 455 East 114th Street, AKA 265 Pleasant Avenue, New York 10029, Pleasant Avenue. As there are no changes to previously supporting methods of operation, this item is approved administratively by the district manager and the chair of the license and permit committee. No vote is required. You guys are good to go. You hear me?
I'm sorry.
You've been approved already, so if you want to say
Oh,
something,
good.
you can approve.
No, I'm sorry I couldn't make it tonight. I always like to say hello to everyone. This is Ron Stracy. I'm one of the owners and the grandson of the original owner from 1896. But I just wanted to say thank you and Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Who was you wanna go back to the second you said?
Oh, yeah, because that's the last liquor.
Yeah, 'cause that's the,
Yeah, yeah.
All right, number 2, Inez LLC, DBA Azalea, new application for wine, beer, and cider license for a restaurant located at 409 East, 116th Street, New York 10029, First Avenue. All documents were provided.
Are they here?
Are they here?
Yeah, Marlene
Yes,
said
we're
they're.
here.
Okay, great.
Aurelia Tavares, the representative for Hernandez LLC, DBA Azalea, located at 409 East 116th Street, New York, New York. This is a bar tavern license only because of the minimum food service. We have, we have 26, we have 6 tables, 16 seats, and no bar. It's just if they want a beer or something, they'll get it at the counter.
Okay,
Small, they just wanted to be able to have the ability to sell beer.
okay, Adam,
Do they have a temporary license? Because I'm under the impression
Yes.
that they do, okay.
Yes.
And the alcohol, when it's currently located there, can the customers just walk and grab a beer, or do they have to ask somebody behind the counter and they give it to them?
He's trying to put them behind the counter, but usually in these tiny locations, they have to walk, they can walk and get it from the refrigerator.
Okay, that's all I have to ask.
And what about? the
It's a
sidewalk?
deli.
any other questions from the committee members?
Motion to approve, Chair.
Okay, we have a motion to approve. Second motion,
Right. Which one is that? Yeah.
I'm not that happy.
Yeah.
I second the motion, so.
Oh,
Wait, you have a question?
yeah,
Go ahead.
that was the one that I asked about the live music.
Well. but
If they
what-
have a little bit, it would be non-amplified, a guitar or mariachi for a birthday, but it's so small, it's, it's
And
kind of,
karaoke, right?
yeah, I think, it's just, they close at 10, so I'm not sure how much they can really do there, but yeah, it's reasonable, it's a reasonable request.
Okay, give us a second. You wanna,
I just.
okay,
Yeah, all right. I just,
you good, Judith?
yeah, I just wanted to check, if people live upstairs or whatever, to.
Let me make a movie board.
I'll be honest, I go there, it doesn't strike me, I haven't been the biggest fan of giving a license to like a deli kind of place, but they're
Right.
not really operating it that way. You do go in, there is like waiter service and this and that, so having been there a few times, I have changed my opinion about it, so I don't see them being a problem. I'll
Okay.
second the, oh, you already did?
Okay, no, I just
Oh,
wanted to
you
be
sir,
sure.
question.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem, okay, I second to approve,
The mic, okay,
okay,
okay.
Aye.
I. Okay,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, everyone.
We're
Thank you,
voting, so-
everyone. Have a fantastic evening. I really appreciate it.
no problem,
Ask for the,
I'm sorry,
ask for the opposed.
I did,
Okay, and
twice, nobody, okay,
and then,
present not voting,
okay.
an abstention, motion carries.
Thank you,
Alright, one
everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay, so street activity permits. Number 5, Sunshine Carnival, number 824017, it's a street festival. April 10th, 2025, set up at 5. It's 5 p.m., but it should be 5 a.m. And a breakdown April 20th. Wait a minute, it's 5 p.m. Am I reading this right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, 5 p.m. And breakdown will be April 20th, 2025 at 9 p.m. Location East 109th Street between Third Avenue and Second Avenue, street closure, full street closure. Applicant is Isabel Carreras. Sponsor is Sunshine Sports Club. All documents were provided. Are they here?
Isabel,
I thought I saw a typo.
is there a representative for Sunshine Carnival?
No?
Isabel Carreras.
No, that's not.
Isn't that?
I have a question.
What?
Will they close the street down for the day and then start their event at 5 o'clock? That work?
That's
This is,
probably,
I think the old.
I believe it's Edwin's former event.
it is,
Sunshine Carnival.
it is.
Okay.
All right,
I'll make a motion to approve.
okay,
I'll second it.
okay. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Opposed? Present not voting, abstention. Motion carries. All right. Next is number 6, El Barrio Family Day Health Fair Festival, number 816171 is a single block festival. May 3rd, 2025, setup is at 8 a.m., breakdown is at 8 p.m. Location is East 116th Street between Second and Third Avenue. Street closure is a full street closure. Applicant is Martina Garcia. Sponsor is the Hispanic Community Organization for Life. All documents were provided. Are they here? Is Martina here?
Yeah, she's sitting right.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. Anything you would like to say?
I just wanna say thank you for approving my event that I have done in the past, so I really appreciate.
Should go to all the documents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions? from the-
Yeah, let me ask something. Now, all the rest of these street activities are Martinez.
Yeah.
All 4 of them.
Yeah,
All on the same block?
yeah.
Well, yeah,
Well, we're gonna get to that. We just,
yeah, because,
My
yeah,
only question is, this is, the Saturday, right before Cinco de Mayo.
yeah.
And we're gonna also probably have some, is this, whatever is gonna come for Cinco de Mayo, is it gonna be the day, I'm just,
Right.
the
no,
concern is with 116th Street, we've had this.
Exactly.
All right, so let's discuss that right now.
Yeah,
that
we've
have
had
the
that
next
issue,
One,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, right? Is it 4?
Yeah, well, she
Okay,
has,
so
she has
4
four.
of them is by.
We can kind of talk about them, kind of,
Last year,
Right, what numbers, I know. the
did you do
numbers-
it this weekend?
this weekend.
No, the
No.
weekend near Cinco de Mayo, was
We
that?
did it back to back. We
Did it back to back,
Saturday.
Saturday?
Yeah.
They did it back.
Okay, no, I'm just making sure.
What I've been told is that number 6 and 9. are
We're done.
usually
Done, yeah,
always
they
the
are.
same, Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my thing is on, my only real question right now is on why there's a Washington Heights Healthcare Festival in Harlem?
Where are you seeing that?
Number
Okay,
8.
so. If you're gonna bundle them and speak about them all at once, read all of them into the record,
Okay,
and then speak about them individually. Okay, so go
I
ahead. read
think,
all
I
of
think
them
we should
and-
do them individually because
up to
6
you.
is, to me is.
all right, so
I
you
think
read
it's
6
really-
already in, right?
Mm,
You read it in?
Mhm.
All right, then and 6 has been done before?
Yes,
I'll make a motion to approve number 6.
Second.
okay, all in favor?
Yes,
Aye.
I,
Opposed? Okay.
Hold on. You made the motion, second.
Carlos.
Okay. No opposed? Okay, present not voting and abstention, okay, motion carried.
Can I suggest something, if
Yes.
you don't mind? So, and then the other one that's been done is number 9, you said, Marlene?
Yes.
If
Oh,
we,
yeah,
if
that
we
would
can
be-
then, if there's no objections, I think maybe we vote on 9 too, and then we can discuss the other two, that's
I'll
my.
read it in. So let's go to 9, Back to School Healthcare Festival number 824179. Single Block Festival, August 17, 2025. Set up by 8, break down at 8 AM, break down at 8 PM. Location is East 116th Street between Second and Third Avenue. A full street closure is from Martina Garcia, Hispanic Community Organization for Life. All documents were also provided for that one.
I'll make a motion to approve 9 too.
Okay,
and I'll second, oh,
okay, Judith,
yeah.
Judith second.
Yeah. What?
Somebody say something?
It's one,
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Press. Who was that?
That's one the saying, I.
Or what? Favor?
Like, yeah.
In favor, yeah.
Okay, opposed? Present not voting and abstention. Okay, motion carries for number 9. So now let's go back to 7.
Oh, single block,
It's, number 7 is Family Day Out. Number 824171, Single Block Festival, June 15, 2025. Set up at 8 AM, break down at 8 PM. Location is East 116th Street between Second and Third Avenue. There's a full street closure by Martina Garcia and Welcome the Heights Inc. We would like to discuss this one, number 7.
I did it last year.
Washington Heights.
I did
No.
last year.
This one is
Do number
Family Day Out.
7. I'll make a motion to approve.
And,
I did-
wait,
We're gonna 7, number
7,
7.
7.
Wait, so
Oh,
you
the
did
single
6,
block,
7,
yeah.
and 9 last year?
Yes.
All three
yeah,
things?
she did,
Okay.
she did. Yeah, the family day.
I don't know, can I say something?
You're the chair.
Okay, I know you did it in the past, but remember, we have a lot of people that are gonna start applying for that street closure. Other, applicants, and you know, we have the 116th Street Festival that always happens too. That's kind of a lot going on in the next couple of months in the summer.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, but isn't it always the first one who applies or something? Yeah, they get the preference if they're the first one who applies.
Yeah, okay, so I think what Anne Marie is trying to say is for the committee to be mindful
Yeah,
how many times 116.
Oh, yeah,
Right,
it's-
the shutdown.
Yeah,
Well,
it's not-
mindful, and let's be honest, the rule you're talking about is true. It's if 2 people wanna come for the same day, where it's not for someone to come in day 1 and
Right,
block off, 3 months or a month of date, so
yeah,
that.
like what happened with that
the
girl.
Rules are all within a certain
Yeah,
area of
yeah.
interpretation.
Like what happened with that girl and what's his name?
Right,
Yeah.
so that's a scenario where first, come
Exactly.
first, yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
first come, first served, right.
right.
Exactly.
Things like one is in May, one is in June, one is in July.
Exactly, yeah.
Marlene, I think.
No, you have some hands up. So you have hands up from Nye and then Dawn in the
Okay,
audience.
so let's go with 9 first.
My question was just the same thing, which was, is it normal that one person submits so many for the same block? At one time? That was just
Per
my
month.
question.
Well, I mean, it's, I guess if you want to define normal as what's happened before, it
Yeah.
has happened before because this applicant has specifically done it
Yeah,
and got them, and it wasn't really a problem. Um,
and it's different months.
but I mean, if we're talking about parity and what's
Yeah.
fair, I mean, things change. I don't know. I personally, on a personal level, don't have an issue with the same three. But then again, I'm not somebody who's applying for that block, so I
Right.
can, you know what I mean? It's,
Mhm.
you can see both arguments for or against it. So, I mean, but if we're talking about has it happened, it's happened.
Yes, it's happened.
I don't know, it's just, I'm
Okay.
thinking about the future people who's gonna
Oh,
apply.
yeah, but that's why I brought out.
Just because
that.
we did something one way
That-
when I was chair or last year, it doesn't mean that it has
Yeah.
to be that way. I'm
But
just saying.
That's the
But-
only reason I brought out, first come, first served, that's the way we've always done it.
Is there a way for us to check to see, like, from last year, what normally is going on 116th Street? I heard people mention other events, just to make sure that we don't skip over, kind of fair access to
We,
the area.
I think it was done in the past,
it was,
same person applied
Yeah.
for different months, except that apparently she bundled it up all together. this time.
yeah,
But
As
remember,
opposed to coming
this
every
is
month.
a very, this street right here is very,
We understand.
we know that,
that's the thing, we know
The
that.
question is that the same person has used the same spot
at
for
the
the last
same
several
time.
years at the same
yeah.
time. The fact that she did now is bundle it all
Yeah,
together,
so
as
this way,
opposed to coming every month.
So this way
There's so
she
much of a
gets-
difference, because it's the same individuals apply for it.
and this way she gets first preference,
That's
And
right.
remember, June, this is right after the festival,
yeah,
Fine.
the Puerto Rican festival.
And then the only other question was about the Washington Heights. I think you guys started to talk about that, and I couldn't hear clearly. I think it was a dem.
I'll ask that question. Yeah, I think we're on the same page.
Yeah,
I'll ask it when we get to
We're
that.
not yet, yeah.
we're not there yet.
Dawn had her hand up?
Mhm.
Dawn?
Yeah, thank you. Just kind of, I actually came to the meeting because I had a question about something else, but on this, as Vice Chair of Public Safety and Transportation, anybody who has to take any of the 4 or 5, I think there's 4 crosstown buses that go up 116th, that bus diversion is a real hot mess. And for the people who depend on that, and that's not only a crosstown bus, but it's also a downtown to uptown to crosstown. So it's like the 102 is really important. The M116 is really important. I thought this used to be over on 106, which doesn't have, I don't think, any just one bus line that gets disrupted. But if this is going to be 4 different days and one of them is for Washington Heights, then I think you should pick a street that doesn't have, it's not a main arterial of all of our buses. And then let's say anybody who shops at the mall is going to be in for 20-30 minute diversion when the
Well-
116th gets to Second Avenue. So I'm just putting
Yes,
that out there.
I can answer that, Dawn. First of all, the 116th is gonna be probably more impacted. The 102, remember, turns. It turns on, is it Second Avenue, Third Avenue? It turns.
Onto
And then goes-
116.
Yeah, onto 116th up to Lenox Avenue, then it goes up Lenox Avenue.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. You're right. 102 doesn't
yeah.
turn till Third
Yeah,
Avenue.
It doesn't turn till Third Avenue and it goes up Lenox Avenue.
Okay.
So the one oh
Thanks.
two, yeah,
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that, because the 102 is kind of a big deal.
Right.
But I
Yeah.
mean, we
Yeah.
spoke to the congressman about the Washington Heights events? I'm still perplexed. Or wait, you said Adem was going to ask that question. All right. Okay, so my only
ahead.
interjection on the record is that the bus disruptions should be looked into, and whether or not the cost benefit of the buses being rerouted and people's commutes being messed up should be thought about.
Thank you, Dawn. I have a question.
You have another hand from Nigel.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead. Okay.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Nine? Go ahead, let nine, then I'll.
I just was
want my-
following up on Dawn, which is to say that if we could be in communication with whoever's doing this, if it's Martina, can be in communication with the mall. Because if we are gonna cut off access to the mall for the community, I wouldn't want the community board to then get complaints back for that, considering so much has changed at the mall and it's become such a necessity for so many now.
Oh, stop sign.
I don't think, I wanna, it might make it slightly inconvenient. I have never, in all my time chairing this committee, and we've had a lot of festivals on 116, I've never heard anyone come complain about not being able to get to it from the mall.
Yeah.
That's never been, and there is access. I mean,
And
I'm
the-
just saying, let me just finish. I'm just saying, like, hardcore facts that, and people do come to the committee. We've had the businesses come on
Yeah.
116 and we listen. No one, the public safety chair, who I was very good friends with, and transportation, never once came to me and said, oh, you know, because of these festivals on 116, people are having a hard time getting to the mall. So I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying that I think it's a little bit of speculation at the moment.
Yeah, I
It's not
agree,
something
because
that's
well,
been-
I've been on this committee since day one.
I just wanna
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't be, I'm just saying it hasn't ever been raised as an issue by anybody.
And don't forget the 116 turns on First Avenue, so people get off of First Avenue and then have to walk to the mall anyway. They don't stop at the mall. So.
So I'm
it's-
I
so
just want to-
sorry, I just want to follow up because everybody was talking at the same time. So when there is a diversion, where does the 116 bus specifically go? If 116 is not open, how does it get all the way over to First Avenue? Does it just go a different route?
I'm assuming it
I don't
does.
know, to be honest, I don't know.
Well, we've never had that issue, actually.
No, I used to live over
And I
there, so
think-
I'm
I
just
think you
asking
guys
how
should
you feel about-
clarify too, and I'm glad with Nye speaking up.
I lived
The
on
last
Pleasant,
chair
so
of
it's
the
not working,
public
it's hard.
safety, the last chair of public safety has a monopoly on cab rides coming out of the mall. So I think, I mean, I'm sensitive to what's come out of our committee before, but if, I mean, I haven't spoken to anyone who takes that bus and has something to say. So, but I don't, you know, I think we're in a new age where we're more sensitive to all the different types of people who have to leave our community or transport around the community. So I'm just putting that out there for the people who can't come to this meeting and speak up. Not everybody is going to be able to take a cab from the mall to where they have to go. So I think we should keep that in mind.
I don't think that I was expecting any individuals to come here. If this had been a major problem
Mhm.
for rerouting buses or people, MTA would have gone to public safety, who would have come to us. And in defense of any car services or whatever, I'm gonna be honest, and I don't know this, but usually people who are taking buses to the mall aren't gonna be like, oh, I'll take a car service now. I don't think it's one or the other. I don't think there are any intentions here. Let's just face the facts. This is the major thoroughfare of this community. I mean, you have 125th Street too.
Right.
It's logical that there would be festivals here when the weather's nice. Some of them haven't been great for the community. The vendors have complained. We've weighed that. Again, though, there have been no complaints at all.
No.
I'm guarantee you, if there were, I won't guarantee, I'll say with almost certainty, the MTA or somebody would have come and said that this is a problem, and that's never happened. So that's
All right,
all.
so then we need to start, I'll start talking. I have to start getting people to speak up then. People need to start speaking up. People
But
should
it's
start
all-
speaking up.
Well, that's the thing, and I'm not saying you're wrong, and if people want to speak up or speak, they'll be heard, and we will do our best to even hear the voices that aren't being heard. But the problem is, like I said, no one's ever said this at all, so it's, you know, it's not being proven on us to now go and try to get something out there that might not even be out there to begin with.
I totally appreciate that. And let me go back on
But I
mute,
hear
but
you.
I'll
I
be
do
voting
hear
this
you.
down when it comes to full board.
No,
But
and
I'm
listen,
sure saying that this happened before and everything's fine, that's fine. Plenty of people will vote for it and it'll pass. That's cool.
I
I
think
just
it
wanted
was,
to put that thought in there.
I just want
So-
to get back to my request, which was all I requested because I've lived on Pleasant, and when it is closed, it's a problem for seniors who are not gonna necessarily call the community board and complain. For those who don't have access and other means, and yes, there are many events on 116, and I attend them full-heartedly. But all my original request or question was, would there be a communication to the mall just to let them know in advance? That's all was what I asked. I didn't make a bigger deal about it than what it needed to be. I just wanted to understand what's the process for communicating with the mall in advance of these events, so that they know and can be partners with us in explaining to people other routes or knowing what the bus is, or maybe it's a partnership with transportation or whatever the case may be, so that people are well informed. Because often, for those of us who take the bus, we go and we stand in places and then the bus never shows. And then we have to get redirected. So I just want to make sure that we're thinking through when we close this. This is a new age, post-pandemic, issues with congestion pricing and lack of safety on the subways. People are going to be using the buses more than they probably ever have in our community. And how do we just get in front of it? That was all I was asking.
Who we actually need to reach out to the,
We don't do that.
we don't do that?
Yeah, I'm not, yeah, no, it's not,
I'm sorry.
I'm not asking us. I'm asking the person who's asking for the permit.
go ahead, the applicant.
Okay, so I make sure I follow rule and regulation. The time that I'm supposed to open the street for the bus to pass and all the car, I never have no problem with anyone, cause I make sure I follow rule and regulation. What happened when they used to do the Carnival del Barrio, a 3-day event? Nobody complained about that.
That's right.
So it's one day that I do, and I make sure I open
And
the
the
street when I'm
Italian
supposed to
festival.
and close the street when I'm supposed to. I follow rules and regulations, and I don't have no problem in there, have not had no problem, I've been doing this event for years.
I
Thank
know.
you.
I do have a question. I see that 6 is a family day health fair, 7 is a family day out. And I wanna say 8, but I know we haven't been there, we're not there yet, Washington Heights Health Fair and the back to school. I could see the back to school as a back to school, whatever. I just don't see the difference of what, can you explain what each one, what is it that you're doing those days? Because I see family day,
Madam
health
Chair,
fair,
we
hold
already
on.
voted on that, Madam Chair, so that's mute. I think we should discuss it.
I know we go there, I'm not saying, what I'm saying
We
is,
asking for the,
what I'm asking is, family day out, is it the same thing as family day health fair? And Washington Heights Health Fair, they're the same thing as the family day out and the family day health fair. Am I clear?
No, I understand what
I
you're
don't
saying.
understand.
Yeah, I understand the question.
It's a barrio family that represented the barrio, family day health fair.
Right, it's family day health fair,
Family
correct.
day out. It's
So
like
what's the
bring family-
difference between family day out and family day
Bring
health?
your family together, I do donation, the back to school festival, I give backpack before school
So
starts.
that I figured out.
So everything that I do is to give back to the community, I give back to the community. I give back to the cops, I give it to the community, this is what I do it with.
No, and that, we appreciate that. What I'm trying to say is, if family day health fair and the back to school health fair is a way of giving to the community, what is 7 and 8, is that the same thing? Is
It's
it
no different, family day out,
So what is it? What are you doing that day?
uniting family together.
Well, I think the better question is to ask, are all the health fair, so there's 3 health fair festivals, right?
City health fair.
Okay, are they all, but it's all the same type of festival, right?
I mean, more likely.
More, okay, so that answers the question.
Music.
Yeah, okay.
They're all the same thing.
and do you invite, the medical field, like Metropolitan Hospital?
Yeah, it's a health.
Oh,
fair,
yeah, they have tables out. They have the tables out, yeah.
That's
I think-
a separate question.
They're basically similar, yeah.
Difference in
I
each
recognize-
one.
I think
or
they're
it's a
similar.
thing?
Think
I recognize the young people that are doing good in school. I recognize them, like I make cups with their pictures, with their name, to motivate the young people, especially the way all these young people are. So, it still have to do with the family.
So we approve 6 and 8, which is
Yeah, right, we have,
Yeah,
yeah, 6 and 9.
And 9,
The health fair and the back to school.
and the 9
So
week.
7 and 8 to me is the same thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and the 9 week.
So 7, so we're doing 7 now?
Yeah,
I made a motion to approve it.
I thought we did that already.
no, we voted on, okay, we already passed 6 and 9.
Right,
Right.
Carlos has made a motion to
Oh.
approve 7.
Right.
and that's where we
I
are.
just want to know the difference between each one.
There
Yes,
isn't much of a
it's-
difference.
There really isn't any, but it's different months
Right,
also, right? So, it's like, yeah, getting together different months. I don't know. All right, you
So-
made a motion, I'll second the motion
All
for
right,
7, right?
Don't stop, don't do affirmation.
what?
Go by each name, call the people individually.
All right, so it's,
I'll do it, you ready?
Yeah.
Adem Greenon,
Yes.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Judith Cabrera,
Yes. I second it and
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
Anne Marie Vasquez,
no. And opposed.
Nye Whitaker,
Abstain.
the motion carries.
That's all that she said? Motion carries, okay.
All right, we could go to 8 now.
Number 8.
And I guess my question was the question on the table. Why is it called Washington Heights Health Fair Festival, but it's taking place in Harlem?
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, I used to do in Washington at 180. But it's not that safe, plus the people, the vendors. They hardly don't have no vendor permit, because all they wanna sell is all clothing, all things. So this is why, because the mayor office want their money and they want me to send the permit. So why should I waste the time like with the cops, community board, the mayor office, and then I'm not gonna send money to the mayor office? So I don't think that was right, so that's the reason why I go ahead.
But you kept the name Washington Heights,
Yeah, I kept on it, yeah.
so that's the reason.
I'm gonna change the name.
Anyone has questions or comments?
Well, I got no more questions or comments.
All right, does the committee have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second motion,
I'll second.
to approve, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to be.
Oh, Sorry, still learning.
No, it's okay. It's a short but interesting.
Yeah.
All in favor?
No, let's do acclamation.
All in favor?
No,
Oh,
let
sorry.
her call him.
Adem Greenon,
No.
Carlos Diaz,
Yes.
Judith Cabrera,
Yes.
Wanda Hopkins,
Yes.
Anne Marie Vasquez,
No,
Nye Whitaker,
Abstain.
the motion doesn't carry.
Okay.
Gotta make a new motion. Well, we
Yeah,
don't take
make
a
a new
position.
motion.
okay, this is the first for me, I don't know what's the next step. When is
So
it?
it died, so you have to call for another motion,
Well, we have no position.
or there's no position.
And
And,
now I call for another motion?
yeah, and then have someone second it.
All right, so,
I'll make a motion to approve.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna second. Call for a second.
All right,
second?
I'll second it. I mean, it's,
Well, I mean, you don't have to do anything. You do what
I
you want.
know, I
I don't know
know.
why you feel compelled to do something. You do what you want. If that's what you want to do it. All right?
I mean, if this
I don't
is,
doubt it.
if this is because, no, seriously. If this is because of the name, because it's.
Okay,
Yeah.
can I say
Yeah.
something?
Yeah,
There was
Some
There was an
class.
abstention, and that is swaying this committee. I guess if that abstention, and I'm just gonna be blunt here.
Yeah.
Is there something that's preventing that abstention from being a yes or a no? And if so, if that person doesn't mind sharing what it is, because then maybe we could have a little bit more of a discussion, and that will tip it one way or the other, and we can have a position. So
I didn't,
that's my opinion, because usually abstention means you don't have enough information to
Exactly.
take a position.
exactly.
So.
That was mine.
yeah.
That for
so-
me, I can't really hear, sorry.
Is there a reason why you don't want to, because if you were to take a position, we would have a one way or the other, but you're abstaining. So I guess we're just wondering, is there something, information you don't have that would allow you to actually take a position?
Well, it seemed like most of the conversation that took place was that this is how things have been done before. And since I wasn't on the board, on this particular committee before, I don't feel comfortable that that's how things should be done. And so I'm going to abstain if we have, I can't see all the slides. I see 7 and 8, but we have multiple requests from the same person to close the same street. I agree with the conversation that some of the events don't seem to differ one from the other. And I am concerned about what it means for access and also equity of other people being able to use it, whether it's for transportation, for other events, et cetera. And
So
so
that
based on the
sounds-
conversation that I've
like a
heard,
no.
Yeah.
based on the
Yes or no?
conversation I heard remotely, I don't think I have enough information to make a informed decision. So it'd either be abstain or it would be no, but it wouldn't be yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, I can shed some clarity here a little bit. The other 3 have happened. Now, I'm not saying because something's happened, they have to happen again. We weren't saying that's the way things were done. All that was being said was that there was issues raised about access to the mall.
Right.
And we were said that this committee was never informed by any agency or person that there was a concern. Not saying that it didn't exist, just saying, and Marlene, correct me if I'm wrong, we were never notified of that. Those were for 3 specific applications that happened in the past. This one, number 8, was clearly saved to the end, out of order, because it has never happened before. So it's actually different.
A new
The
one.
committee is not saying how they've done anything on this in the past, because this, as we just heard, was being done in Washington Heights,
Correct.
has
Right,
been moved here. And I'll be honest with you, I think the applicant does a great job and everything, but 4 is a lot, and then not even changing the name before coming is, to me, was
Right.
my reason for voting no, even if the name would be changed now. So I'm okay with 3 of them personally, but this one is it's different, it has never happened
it's
before.
never,
So
yeah.
you should be able to separate this one from the other 3, but again, that's your call. I mean, you're free to do whatever you want. I'm just hoping we can take a position.
Yeah, you don't take a position, but you don't have.
So what's the
And
vote
then-
right now? Are you, so the point is you're trying to get me to change my vote. So what is the split of the vote right now?
No,
No,
no, that's
you
not
can,
true.
you can abstain all night long if you want,
Yeah.
but right now, we have, what is it, 3 yeses? What do we have?
Yeah, you have 3
Yeah,
yeses.
If I'm being honest, actually, if you're leaning to a no, it's still not gonna matter. So if you're saying that, it sounded to me, and I don't wanna put words in your mouth, you said you'd abstain or be a no, right? So, in all honesty, then you don't have to change your vote, because you'll just turn it to 3-3, and we'll still have no position.
So I'm gonna stay in the abstention category. Thank you
Okay.
so much for that.
Do we wanna try a vote again?
All right, I'm gonna, just,
All right, I'll make a different motion now. It's the same thing, but I'll make a motion to deny. Does anyone
Okay.
want to second? that?
you know what? I'm gonna second that. I'm
All right,
sorry,
now,
Mark,
Marlene,
but I'm gonna
take the
second
vote.
it. Because this will go on until midnight.
Okay, this is the last one.
Yeah.
Gotta make tough decisions.
But then Greenland,
Deny.
Carlos Diaz. You're opposed to the motion?
Yeah,
to deny?
yeah.
So would you like to have the location?
Judith?
Put it-
Yeah, no.
No problem.
It's just too many, I mean, you've
You're
done
saying
the,
yes to the motion to deny.
Yeah, yeah.
Got
Yeah,
it. Okay, thank you so much.
she's done the 3 in the past.
Wanda Hopkins?
Yes to the motion denied.
Thank you. Anne Marie Vasquez?
Deny. Yes, yes to the 9.
Yes. Nye Whitaker?
9.
I think she's gonna abstain. Nye, are you there?
If you're switching it to denying it, then yes to denying it.
Okay,
Okay.
Okay, so we could change the location.
yeah.
Just submit it again with a new location.
Yes. Do 109.
Yeah.
Let me.
Yeah, we can't.
Let Marlene, let's finish the vote first.
Yeah, we
The
can't.
motion to deny carries.
Look, yeah, if I could speak, clearly, you know, we gave you three, so there's nothing, it's not, it's the location, it's too much, but if you were to come back, cause I think what you're doing is a great thing, everything you said, you're giving back, that's all true. So there's nothing against any of these festivals, and I think you've been great for the community, what you've done. I think it's just, if you could pick a different location for one of them, I think that would be appreciated, and I don't see us out of.
That's number A, right?
Number eight.
Yeah.
So I'm on the text.
And if you're gonna bring something to Harlem,
To bring his name, so.
or name it, just don't name it another area. I get that you just brought it over here.
So you want me to change the name too?
You bet.
I mean, I would like it,
Well,
you call it the East Harlem Health.
I would definitely change the name.
I will put Carlos Judy's Health Fair Festival.
Then they can vote, they all let them vote on it.
Dawn has her hand up.
So you want me to change the name?
If you're gonna reapply, I'm not gonna tell
You gotta
anybody.
do what you gotta do.
I suggest, if you plan on bringing it back at a different location, I would strongly suggest changing the name.
Yes, that's. what I
Nothing
said.
against Washington Heights, but I don't think they would love a festival there called East Harlem, so,
Right,
you know.
What do you think I should do?
I mean, you could call it East Harlem Health Fair Festival, you could call it Martinez Health Fair Festival, I'd like that too, just, you know, not at any, I wouldn't want it to be called Tribeca Health Fair Festival, or Soho, you know what I mean, that's,
Which one you think? Whichever one you think, I'll do it.
whatever you want,
Do
just.
them help
East
them.
Harlem Health Fair Festival?
That's a good thing.
Okay.
Dawn has her hand up.
Yes, Dawn.
Harlem.
So, just quickly, thank you so much. So the sponsor is Health in the Heights. So who, how are funds generated from this event? Like there's sponsors or people pay a small fee to be a vendor, or, because this sponsor is Health in the Heights, which I'm just curious, they, are they, that to me still says that this is an outside entity that has its focus on Washington Heights, which is great, right? But to tell people that the bus and everything is going to be moved because our board just votes yes on, you know, we vote yes on, you know, people coming from outside the community with their own events, that's it just still smells a little funny to me. But I'm just asking about the sponsor, like what else does the sponsor do in East Harlem, right? Because I was looking at our health grades and we aren't looking that great. So if we're
So
gonna
the
do a,
question should be, so the question should be, so who are Health in the Heights? Who are they?
right,
Who are
because
responsible?
if it said Borinquen, if the, I'm not, you know, I know you can't say anything on this, but if it said sponsor Borinquen, I wouldn't even be asking this question
Correct.
because
No,
I
you're
know
right.
what, okay.
Sponsor, do you see it?
So Health in the,
Because I
so
don't
the
see it.
sponsor Health in the
At the
Heights.
bottom of the.
That's the organization name.
Okay, so what do they do? What is the service? What is the purpose?
I bring health, health insurance to the community.
Oh, sponsor.
I mean, I give back to the community.
So that's your organization? Is that your?
When you say the community, you mean this community?
I got it wrong.
But the Health in the Heights, when you say you bring health insurance and stuff to the community, are you talking about this community?
Yes,
So it's just a corporate
I
name,
do everything for the
So
community.
let me ask
name
you,
it anything you want.
I don't,
in the past, have you ever used Washington Heights?
yes, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's. the
Yeah, I
question.
know, I'm, we're on the
Yeah,
same page.
we've done it in the past.
Right.
All of a sudden now we're not doing it. So-
No, what I'm also saying is like a corporate name doesn't necessarily
Right.
tie you to like
Right.
what
Exactly.
the name, you know,
The
like.
service that you provide is different.
Like the services, let me ask it in a more, I guess, and I think we're on the same page. The benefits of these festivals and the funds and everything, they're going into this community, right?
Of course,
Yes.
So then,
I even have t-shirt made, I love it back here.
okay, so I just wanted to ask it
I
in
need
a
to
more,
know.
what you've said this in many meetings in the past, but I just wanted it
Yeah.
more in a straightforward way, because I mean, you can, I think we all know, you can open a pizzeria and call it Burger Inc., you know, it doesn't matter.
We have a gallery called, on 105th, what is it, your Soho Gallery.
It doesn't mean that it's in.
Right,
But
exactly.
I understand the
But they're based out
concern.
of East Harlem.
It's a good question, I understand the concern, I just think, I want to clarify it because I could see how that could be confusing, but I think that you've been doing this stuff
For
forever,
years.
you know,
For
so
years.
that's why.
And I almost get killed on the 31st on 117th Pleasant Ave.
Yeah,
The car
so-
hit me and knocked me.
You've
down.
been doing this before I've been.
Yeah.
So it's.
You've been doing it
No,
since,
That's before I was
Well,
born.
let me just say something. You guys say she's been doing this for a long time, but I never heard of her before until now. So
well,
now
yeah,
everyone knows.
cause you're new.
Right,
Yeah,
I'm new,
right.
so there's a lot of
Yeah.
new committee members, so I just wanna put that
Yeah.
out there, cause I never.
Oh, no, I'm not knocking.
No, I
yeah.
know, I'm just saying. So
And we're
there's-
just saying
there's
is
no
the ones who've
question.
been here, and here's the thing. She's done 3, there've been no problems. We had a lot, and let me say this, the community, the small businesses, the people that have been impacted have been speaking up more than ever, as they
Right.
should.
Yeah,
And this committee, because I am gonna defend my record a little bit, because, not that anybody's attacking me, but you know, we all wanna. We had more meetings off the record last year, whatever, with concerned businesses and everything, than I recall this committee ever having.
right.
So we're open to hearing everything. What I'm just saying again is, if people wanna get people here or get those voices here, I think we're all open to hearing them. But this is also a committee, we're volunteers, there's only so much we can do, and we're gonna, you know, deal with the facts that are presented and hear everything out. I think that's, you know, and you're not gonna make everyone happy. That's the other thing. It's just the way it is.
So we
Madam Chair, I have a-
got 3 out of 4, and.
And come back with the other one.
She could just change
Change
the,
the name.
I'm gonna change the name.
and change the,
I'm gonna leave-
location.
I'm gonna leave the
Yeah.
same date, July 13th. And I'm gonna see if I do it on 109.
Yeah, she's
Or
done things on
106
one oh
that
nine.
I used to do before with the 2-3.
Yeah, she used to do it on 109
All
too.
right, we can go to old business if you want.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not trying to. But when the community affairs approves it. Not even the mayor could do nothing,
No, I know.
and you know
It's the same thing with the liquor.
Yeah,
We
we know.
We know the
that.
procedure.
What I do really appreciate, so I'm gonna go to slap and I'm gonna change the.
And we appreciate you being open to that as well. That's what we're here to have
And
dialogue.
we also like
That's
to give
why-
others a chance too, other people are gonna come to us for events as well, which is
Yeah, we
January.
know. Yeah,
So,
And I put my event early, you see?
I said that. She did it early so she could be, you know,
Okay,
uh,
so moving forward. No business?
So I'm sorry, but thank you, I really appreciate your help. So I'm gonna change it tomorrow, as soon as possible, and you'll let me know, Marlene, please, when I have to come back or whatever, or do I have to come back or not?
Yeah. When
You
you
have to come back with the
when
new
you
date.
submit the new.
At least I like to come in person,
Okay, we'll let you know. Just submit it and like the way you always do
you
it.
know, thank you, I do really
All
appreciate
right,
you.
thank
Okay,
you.
have a great night.
okay, all right.
Okay, so
Take
no
care.
open, no old business,
I
new
love it.
business? No problem.
And let me know if you have anything, water, whatever,
It's okay, Mike.
And you'll know.
Don't
And
tell me
every
that,
Present.
I do events for more events.
Oh, sorry, no. Let me know what you need, I'll
Okay,
work.
no problem.
I love,
Yeah.
and this is why I think God saved my life in the storm.
I'm here.
Wanda Hopkins.
Have a good one, guys.
Good night. Home safe.
Present.
Wanda.
Yes, I'm present.
Nine Whitaker.
Oh, I.
Present.
Anne Marie Vasquez.
Yeah, present. The meeting is adjourned at 7:32. Thank you, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Yeah. I heard. Yeah.